With our busy lives, it's easy to neglect our overall health. It's important to remember that in order for us to take care of other people, we need to take care of ourselves first. So grab your activewear and let's get fit. Hi everyone, welcome to Get Fit, where we share quick, fun, and easy workouts that you can do from the comfort of your own home. I'm Coach Rianna Gatus, and I'll be your instructor for the week. In yoga, we believe that by taking care of our physical bodies, we can do the same for our mental and emotional bodies as well. Our yoga practice needs to serve us both on and off our mats so that we can lead lives with more quality and ease. And so, by regular practice of deep breathing, focus, and developing our awareness, we are able to translate that into the way we lead our lives as well. And so, there are many styles of yoga that are available, but today we'll be focusing on Vinyasa. But before we get to it, here are a few important reminders. Vinyasa yoga is a style of yoga that is translated to place in a special way. And so this fluid and dynamic practice is also very purposeful. It allows you to create this rhythm between your mind and body connection to develop this sense of meditative quality. Let's start. Our practice for today begins with us sitting on the floor. You may choose to take a pillow underneath you if you need that support from the hips. Close your eyes and begin to lay your hands on top of your knees and give yourself some space to drop in. Maybe set an intention as we take 5 slow, steady breaths here. Inhale. Exhaling 1. Breathing in. Breathing out 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Final 1, take a deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out the mouth, letting that excess tension go. Blink your eyes open, and we'll begin on all fours, coming onto your hands and knees for tabletop. Now you may fold your mat up, pad up your knees if you need that. We'll begin with cat and cow's breath. We'll take around 5 here. So as you exhale, begin to take a back bend, really focusing on moving the spine and the pelvis together as you breathe round your back. And so I want you to focus on really syncing the movement of your breath and your body, really allowing your breath to lead the movement instead of the other way around. It helps us come into a more fluid state that's a little bit more aware. Take 2 more rounds at your own pace here, really following the rhythm of your breath and allowing it to be of utmost priority when you practice. When you are done, come into a neutral. Extend the left leg back parallel to the floor, keeping your weight distributed. Breathe out, bring the left knee to the left tricep and squeeze. Take an inhale, extend your left leg back, look forward. Exhale, twist. Bring the left knee to the right elbow, keeping the weight even between your hands, extend back. Last one to the chest, squeeze around your back. Great job, extend the left leg back. From here, begin to step the left foot all the way around. Wiggle that foot forward, come onto the fingertips and send the hips back. Now, if you need that, you may bend the knees a little bit like I am and start to fold here. You can always choose the level of intensity you are working with, and sometimes it feels good to rock. Take 1 more breath here. Awesome. Lift your gaze, send the knee back into tabletop as we move into the opposite side. Right leg reaches back, take a breath in. Bring it to the right elbow or tricep. Inhale, extend the right leg back. Twisting to the left, bring it into the left elbow, squeeze. Take an inhale, extend it back to center on your exhale, squeeze. Inhale, extend the right leg, gazing forward, and bring that foot all the way around outside the leg. Wiggle that foot forward slightly and send the hips back. And remember, only go as far as you can maintain that even keel level of energy. Soften through the neck and shoulders as much as you can. Take one more breath here. Come back to neutral, gazing ahead, and back into tabletop position. Step the left foot forward once more. And take a breath in, raise the arms up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your front and back leg towards each other. And start to take a twist to the left as you reach the arms wide, gazing to your back thumb. Inhale, arms up towards the ceiling. Take the hands into the floor, and we're just simply going to switch to the opposite side, doing the exact same thing. Inhale, extend towards the ceiling. Remember to keep your feet on 2 lanes. Then as you exhale, roll the chest to the right, arms wide like airplane wings as you keep the spine over the head. Arms up towards the ceiling, gazing forward. Bring the hands slowly into the ground as you make your way back to tabletop position. And then shift back for a breath or 2 in child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. When we return, expect more dynamic movement. But for now, take a breather. Get Fit will be right back. Welcome back to Get Fit. Let's keep working on our mind-body connection. The second part of our practice begins at the very front edge of our mat. So stand with your feet around hips width apart and take a deep breath in. Raise both of your arms up towards the ceiling. Lift your shoulders, lift your gaze, then exhale. Big wide arms, soften your knees, fold into the ground. Take an inhale, slide your hands up your legs until your back feels like it's parallel and engaged. Hands outside the feet, take an exhale, your left foot steps to the back. Breathe in, sweep your arms up towards the ceiling, lift your spine. Exhale, hands come down into the floor, and you're gonna make your way into your very first downward facing dog. Now, like me, if you feel a little tight on the hamstrings, adjust the level of intensity by keeping the knees bent. Take another breath. On your next inhale, slowly roll forward. As you breathe out, knees come down, whole body surrenders to the floor. Point your toes, keep the weight light on your hands as you lift your chest, really feeling your back muscles engage. Rolling the spine down, inhale, curl the toes. On your big breath out, shift it back, come into that same downward facing dog. Full inhale here. That left foot steps all the way to the front. Keep your feet on 2 lanes as you rise up, lift your spine, press the floor away. Take the hands down into the floor. Both feet step to the front. And then inhale, hands slide up, back flat, parallel to the floor. Breathe out, fold back into the mat. Raise the arms to the sky, feel the floor, push the floor away from you, lift your gaze as well. And then take it all the way back down, folding over your legs, really feeling that breath move you. Hands to shins, gazing forward, nice strong engagement through the back. Frame your feet with your hands, bend your knees generously as the right foot travels to the back of the mat. Center your weight and inhale, raise the arms all the way up. Take the hands slowly into the floor. We're gonna make our way back into down dog. On that same breath out, keep moving with your breathing. Rocking forward into a plank. If you need that support, lower the knees down like I am. Whole body lowers into the ground. Point your toes, stay focused on the breath. Take that little back bend here. And then on your exhale, rolling back down. Tuck your toes underneath, no rush or urgency. Shift it back, downward facing dog. Take a full cycle of breath in here. Then on your exhale, your right foot takes a step all the way forward. Keep your feet on 2 lanes, arms up. Do your best to share the weight as evenly as you can between your front and back foot. Hands lower into the floor, slowly stepping forward, breathe out. Hands slide up the shins, get your back flat, open your chest. Keep the knees bent like I am, fold over your legs, only going to where you feel comfortable and at ease. Press the floor away with your feet as you sweep up, raise your arms, lift your shoulders, chest, ribs, gaze, and gently relax the arms next to the body. We're gonna keep going. So take a deep breath in, sweep the arms all the way up, lifting heart center, folding down into the floor. Take a breath in this time, float the arms wide like airplane wings. Keep the weight centered between your feet. Then breathe out, hands into the floor. Step back into a downward facing dog. Same one that we just did. Pedal out your feet and take a couple of cycles of breath here. And then looking forward, step your right foot down onto the inside of the right foot. Your back foot will spin flat, still maintaining 2 lanes on your mat. Make sure if you need to shorten that stance, you can. Arms sweep up. Take the arms behind you, reach them back, lace the fingers, draw the knuckles down as you open up, pressing into your back foot. Then hands into the floor. All you're gonna do is switch sides. So you may step forward and switch. My stance is short enough that I feel nice and even between both of my feet. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms up. Draw it back behind you as you lace your fingers. Take an exhale, knuckles reach away. If you need a towel in between to connect your hands, you can do that too. Lower the hands down into the ground. And from here, step back into another downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to a plank. Knees lower to the ground, another one. You're gonna lower into the mat slowly. Begin to walk the elbows underneath you. Press the floor away as you push the floor down with your body. And pull the center of the heart forward, keeping the back of the neck nice and long. Take one more cycle of breath here. Inhale. And then as you breathe out, lower down. Reach the arms straight back. Allow your feet to separate as you float. Heart open, nice, squeezing together with the chest, stay active. And then very slowly, palms down, tuck the toes, come into downward facing dog. Take a breath or 2 here. And then on your next inhale, looking forward, slowly begin to walk the feet. You can keep the knees bent, totally okay. Once you get to the top, grab your elbows and sway. On your next breath in, you're gonna fold the knees deeply. Share the weight evenly through the feet, arms lift up. Take one more cycle of breath here. Inhale and exhale, stand up. Let's take one round of a half sun salutation. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Good. Folding from the hips. Remember, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. Grab the back of the legs and give yourself a little bit of a pull towards it. Drop the head completely. Inhale, arms open wide like airplane wings. Back is engaged, legs are active. Fold forward over your legs. You can do that same thing we did. Knees are as bent as you need them to be. Take an inhale. Feel your feet push the floor away. Energy shooting out of the fingertips as you rise up. Let the palms touch and drag them down the midline as you bow your head towards your fingertips. Feel the heat, the temperature in your body. Relaxing through the neck and shoulders. Take an inhale and exhale. We're not finished yet, so don't go anywhere. Get fit, we'll be right back. You're watching Get Fit on CNN Philippines. You've made it. Welcome to the final part of our practice. We're gonna begin today seated, and we're gonna take 90-90 sit, which is a variation of pigeon. So you're gonna take your front shin, my right leg is in front, and your back thigh parallel to the front edge of the mat. You're gonna take your back shin and your front thigh parallel to the edges of the mat. Rotate your chest to face the right thigh, fold over it, and begin to take the body down. And now, of course, depending on what intensity you're working with, you could go lower or higher. I'm gonna stay right here so that I can be calm, focus on my breath. Notice all the areas where you hold excess tension, and as much as you possibly can, surrender as much of it as much as you can. Take 2 more cycles of breath here. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Awesome. Roll the spine all the way up. And then from here, you're simply gonna do the same thing on the other side. So again, front shin, back thigh parallel to the front. Front thigh, back shin parallel to the sides. Roll the chest towards the left thigh and start to fold. You may notice a little bit of asymmetry, and I don't want you to worry about having to fix that right now. But add a little bit more ease, more calm, more softness here with every breath. Inhaling and exhaling. And really take the time to pay attention to how your breath really changes the way your body feels in this posture. Last 2 breaths. Awesome. Roll the spine all the way up. We're gonna take a seated twist. And now, as you take the feet down in front of you, keep in mind that the closer you take it, the more range of motion you need on your hips. So walk your feet out up until you can feel this nice lift from the lower back. Wrap your right arm around the legs. Take the left fingertips or palm on the floor behind you and start to turn. Totally okay if the knees aren't in line with each other. Just feel yourself pull out of your lower back to find that openness even through the thoracic or the upper back. Soften the gaze, soften the jaw. Last cycle of breath here. And we're gonna slowly transition to the opposite side, same stuff. Elongate the spine. So again, adjust the feet if you have to. And again, if the body is asymmetrical, totally okay. Last 2 breaths. Good. Come back to sitting once more. Place your palms together and strongly press through the midline of the body. Just honoring your space, your energy, and finding that sense of gratitude for showing up for yourself so you can show up for other people as well. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. Namaste. And that's it. Great job, everyone. Have a sip of water and don't forget to take this stillness with you into the rest of your day. If you loved what we just did and want to carry on this habit, these are my Get Fit pro tips. Tip number 1, always be aware of how you're presently feeling. Yoga asks us to always be present. And so whenever you can, scan your body from the head all the way down towards the feet to check in on how you're doing on a mental, physical, and emotional level. Understanding what your levels of inventory are can help you practice from a more honest place. Tip number 2, make mindful decisions on your mat. Keep in mind that the level of intensity that you are practicing with is entirely up to you. When we focus on performance or competition, we lose the focus in being present. And so always come from a place that is compassionate, whenever you practice. Tip number 3, find ease in the effort. While working really hard and exerting a lot of effort is really important, yoga places a lot of value in maintaining an even keel energy all throughout. Find that sense of calmness in your practice so that you can learn how to down-regulate so your practice can serve you off your mat as well. If you enjoyed this session, feel free to share your own workouts with us using the hashtag GetFitCNNPH. Once again, I'm Rianna Gatus, reminding you to get up and get fit.